Thank you for joining us live from the Nile River in Cairo. You know, it's something interesting. It's some people say it's the longest river in the world. It pumps out more than 3 million liters of water per second, and runs through a number of Mediterranean countries. So to be sitting here in the famed Nile, just almost was coming down. It's rather interesting. Sorry about that. A bit windy, extremely hot. We know it's raining back home in Cape Town, but wanted to give you a brief update of how things are going on the Gaza convoy. The Gaza convoy is here in Cairo, Egypt right now. We do need your support further. The list of medication is increasing. The team is very busy putting lists together, facilitating, drafting documents, diplomatic meetings, amidst a range of other preparations that need to be completed ahead of the cargo being delivered to Gaza. How's it been so far for you, MJ?
I think firstly, Faizal, you must show the viewers, we took a few steps. Now he has it as a cutaway, maybe for a later video. We took a few steps over the Nile.
Over the Nile, yes.
So that was
we
like
actually
walking over water.
Of course, yeah, we were actually over the Nile River for a few minutes. But it's
rather
interesting.
Cutaway? You're going to use
Correct,
it?
yes.
Okay.
But I mean, for you being here, I mean, you've heard about it all your life.
Absolutely.
To actually be here.
It is historic. For many, it would be bucket list. You know, so it's something for me personally I can tick off. But just to come back to the Gaza convoy, we got an urgent list a few days ago from the Palestinian Red Crescent Society as to what is needed in Gaza right now. So we are obviously in the process of purchasing those supplies, but not just purchasing supplies, it's what is needed urgently and now. And people still have an opportunity to donate. The banking details are available on social media, on all of our WhatsApp statuses. And I'm saying to viewers and people in South Africa, make your mark in history and become part of this first and only Gaza convoy. So it's extremely important. We've seen how urgent it is because that was impressed upon us by the Red Crescent Society of Palestine. So there is an indication that we need to take this over into Gaza in a few days' time.
I must state that whilst all of that is happening, we must also be cognizant of the fact that we don't want to, and I state this explicitly, that we don't want to shoot down the work of anyone, and nobody should shoot down the work that we are doing on this side. Everybody needs to work in unison towards the plight of the people in Gaza. We've seen a lot. We don't have the time to sit and fight about issues because the real issue is the issue happening on that side. What I did mention in my post earlier on in the week was that globally I want to start looking at issues of how funding is being channeled and if such funding reaches organizations in Palestine or any other organization working towards any other cause. So I want to call on everybody to say that support anybody and everybody that's trying to make an effort towards the people in Gaza, because we cannot and we need to rather put our issues aside so that the people on the receiving side becomes a benefactor in entirety. And I think that's the spirit that we need to do things. If there are 10 organizations trying to do what they do, support all 10. What's your thoughts about that?
You know, I think the Truth Collective South Africa delegation and the NGO has actually set a precedent and a benchmark, which we spoke of before we left South Africa. So I believe that all aid organizations that are collecting money for Palestine should be audited independently, not in-house, so that the public has access to this information at any time, because people are donating in good faith, believing that those funds are being taken to our families in Gaza. If that was truly the case, as a volunteer, I believe Gaza could possibly have been built over more than 10 times. So there has to be openness, there has to be transparency, and I believe that the public has the right to hold any aid organization accountable. And if you can question them at any given point in time to find out you've raised money, can you let the public know exactly how much you've raised? So I think this convoy coming from TCSA has set the benchmark and the precedent, and I believe all aid organizations should, and they have to cooperate with independent auditors, they have to cooperate with attorneys, they have to cooperate with the public, so that South Africa knows and the world knows this is how much money that is being collected for Palestinians, and we are not using it for our own personal gain. It's only done for our families in Gaza because they've been suffering for too long.
Correct.
And if it's being done for our personal enrichment, then our families continue to suffer more, and that has got to stop, and it must end.
So we need your assistance. Your assistance from the point of view that we are already here. We are already in Egypt, Cairo. We've met the diplomatic, relational people that we needed to build this campaign to make sure that the aid reaches the recipient on the other side. So South Africa, we want to make an appeal to you that we're already here. The bank account details are posted all over on my page this morning. You still have a chance to make a change. Allow us to do what we need to do. Trust us to do what we need to do. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.